Bryce announced his run last Monday, and already his first campaign ad is going viral. Take a look.
I've spent my entire life in southeastern Wisconsin. I can see what people need. I could do so much more, and I will do so much more, taking my voice, taking our voice, and what we need to Washington, D.C. I decided to run for office because not everybody's seated at the table, and it's time to make a bigger table. I'm the best person to represent this district because I'm a working person.
Well, Bryce wants to trade places, of course, with Speaker Ryan to represent Wisconsin's 1st congressional district. It's in the southeastern corner of the state. It's a seat Ryan has held since winning it in 1998. The district runs from Lake Michigan in the east, just south of Milwaukee, west of Paul Ryan's hometown of Janesville, and it hasn't elected a Democrat out there since '93. I'm joined right now by himself, the Democratic for Congress Randy Bryce. A great ad. You know, you strike me, Mr. Bryce, as the kind of guy or woman who voted for Trump, a working guy who's a little ticked off of the Democratic Party for being a little too culturally elitist, and yet you're sticking with the party and you're representing it, you hope to, against Trump's guy, Paul Ryan. Explain.
Well, thanks for having me on. Happy Monday, Chris.
Thank you.
The thing is that Speaker Ryan isn't, he might be Speaker of the House, but he's not speaking on behalf of working people's houses. He hasn't been present in the district for over 600 days, and you have this horrible, it's not even really a health care bill, but he's trying to take away health care. The people in the 1st Congressional District are working harder, and we're having less to see for it.
He's kind of a Ayn Rand ideologue. You know what the thing is? Ayn Rand, I read one of her books, one of them I really like, which was Fountainhead, because it's a hell of a yarn. But she basically believes every man for himself. That's her argument. What do you make of that argument? Because apparently Paul Ryan believes in total, utter, personal self-reliance. Don't look out for anybody to look out for you.
Well, at one point I understand that he made his staff read Ayn Rand, and
Atlas Shrugged, probably.
Correct. And he was talking about makers and takers. Well, you know, I've spent the last 20 years of my life, and all my neighbors have spent the last 20 years of their lives contributing to our society, contributing to the 1st Congressional District, building things, you know, and not only is he taking stuff away from us, but he won't face us. If we want to find out what's going on in Washington, we had to ask Representative Mark Pocan to come in. We had 2 meetings that were packed, people just dying to know what's going on, and we have no idea. As I said before.
What do you mean? You said 600 days you haven't seen him. What is that? That's a strong indictment. Where's Ryan been for 600 days? That's 2 years.
He hasn't. Well, he hasn't had any public town halls within that time. It's been over 600 days. But he's out around, he's had over 50 events. He'll have some events where he'll charge $10,000 to have a picture taken with him. That's not representing people. How are you going to run, by the way? Let me ask
you a technical question. Lawyers are uniquely eligible to run for office because they can be of counsel to a law firm and go run for office. Very few people can do that. How do you, as a guy who's getting paid a wage, get enough free time to run for U.S. Congress? How do you do it?
Well, it's difficult. I spend every possible minute that I can campaigning. Luckily, I belong to the Ironworkers Union, and they pay a very good wage. There's times in the wintertime, depending on, it's been called sometimes the best part-time job that there is. It's dependent on weather. We don't often get 40 hours a week. If there's a good week, we call it a ringer. So
well, good for you.
Maybe thanks to belonging to a union.
Maybe there's a good side to not working 40 because you get to run for Congress. Hey, Randy, it's great to have you on. I'm very impressed by your ad campaign, and I hope you get the door-to-door stuff figured. The door-to-door stuff, too, Dan. Good luck with that. Anyway, the Democrat challenging House Speaker Paul Ryan, you just saw him. Randy.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.